On this week's NX3, it is the Great American Bash 2021. MSK versus Ciampa Thatcher. Candice and Indi versus Zoey and Io. The Battery reaches 100%. Cameron Grimes versus LA Knight for the $1 Million Championship. A Hit Row Championship Cypher. And Cole O'Reilly 2. Romeo, Ness, Chris G. We got you covered. Everything NXT. This is NX3. What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us. I am Romeo Anthony Colon, the pride of NY. And joining me, as usual, the three-time baby-making champion, Ness. What's up, brother?
Nothing much. What's going on, fellas? I'm back. Last week I was asleep. It was a long day, but this was a decent show, and just ready to get into it.
Also joining us, the marijuana enthusiast Chris G. What is up, brother?
Nothing much, man. I enjoyed Great American Bash, smoking some Great American hash.
Guys, before we get into the Great American Bash, July 6, 2021, help us out. Like this video, share this video, leave a comment, let us know what you thought of the show. If you see us on Twitter, hit that heart button, hit that retweet. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel, hit that bell for all notifications so you know when we go live, if we go live, on the True Heel Heat YouTube channel. Guys, NXT started with the video, and they had the nice Dusty Rhodes voiceover in the intro. The set was a bit creepy with the decapitated head of Lady Liberty, which I think that's from the WrestleMania 29 set. I'm sure it looks like it. That was a nice touch. And then the first match, MSK versus Ciampa Thatcher for the Tag Team Championship. Everything you expected. The athleticism of Lee and Carter meeting the bruising technical prowess of Ciampa and Thatcher. The finish sees Ciampa with the fairy tale ending on Wes Lee, and then Thatcher with the ankle lock after. Ciampa tries the Widow's Bell on Carter on the ropes, but Carter fights out of it, pushing Ciampa into Thatcher, breaking up the submission. Lee then with an inside cradle for the win on Thatcher. In 15 minutes, 30 seconds, MSK retains 50% of you. You were split on the True Heel Heat Instagram story. This was half and half. I thought fantastic effort by all four. The finish was as I expected, with MSK getting the W and earning respect. But is respect earned, especially in the CWC, for instance, where you can hear audible boos for MSK throughout? Ness, what do you think?
Yeah, they've been getting booed for a while, and it's not even like they've been doing anything to get booed, in my opinion. But nevertheless, this was a great opener. They start off, I guess, the TV takeover, if you want to call it that. A hot tag match. Got MSK. They were on fire. Ciampa and Thatcher together. They have a nice cohesive unit. So it was just a lot of back and forth. Action. Ciampa and Thatcher, they brought that hard-hitting style that both of these guys display on their own. The tag team continuity of MSK just working together. I, for one, and guys, I went 1-5. I didn't pick MSK to win. I figured that Ciampa and Thatcher were, them pairing together was going to lead to something. But overall, it was a good match, and it did lead to the respect from Ciampa and Thatcher. But the CWC, I don't know, man. They're not feeling MSK. I don't know what it is.
Should these guys just be turned heel because NXT isn't hitting the road anytime soon, anyway. So not like we could get to see if they get this kind of reaction somewhere else. Maybe everyone just hates them, but no, it's CWC. It looks like.
Yeah.
Chris,
I mean, can you really turn them heel though? They don't feel like a heel tag team.
with their style,
okay.
you're saying?
Yeah, and like I guess their just whole presentation and the way they
Well, the Young Bucks are heels.
Yeah, but that's no, we're going down a rabbit hole. That's totally different.
Similar styles.
I enjoyed the match though. I really did. I did obviously had Thatcher and Ciampa winning, but I still think they should have won. But it's all good. You know, it felt like a takeover match. Like if it wasn't for that commercial break, like one of those tag team takeover matches, wasn't bad.
Next up, we had Samoa Joe, William Regal in the ring. Regal says Gargano has been antagonizing Karrion Kross, so he calls both men out. Kross without Scarlett, which made me very sad. What's going on here? Jeez.
Getting ready for that main roster call up when he didn't have her on main event.
Gargano says, let's just get formalities out of the way. You suck. He says he's been living like a king in Kross's head, rent free. It says Kross tried to run him down last week because he's terrified to get in the ring. Regal says next week it's Gargano versus Kross for the title. And Kross says he only nearly ran over Gargano because he was in the way. Get it? Kross says he has greater convictions than Gargano and has goals, which include main eventing WrestleMania and becoming WWE champion. Main roster talk on NXT. You can't say that. Regal announces that Samoa Joe will be the guest ref next week, and Gargano marks out. Kross made some kind of remark of Johnny wearing Candice's pants or something, and Gargano, with the heat back, says that Kross couldn't lace Candice's boots. And Samoa Joe stepping in front of Kross to prevent them getting physical. Later on in the show, Joe backstage just flat out said he doesn't look to change the outcome of the match and won't intervene unless provoked. And that next week, may the best man win. He's gonna get provoked, isn't he? They're just beating you over the head with it. They're teasing that Kross and Joe are gonna get physical. Anything else on that?
Possibly. I think Gargano is going to be the reasoning for the provocation, whatever the fuck that's even a word. I think it is, between Joe and Kross, and that might lead to Gargano possibly winning the NXT championship for a second time.
We'll give our official prediction later. Backstage promo with Kushida saying he's proud to be Cruiserweight champ and that he's ready for the Diamond Mine. This to me was a week late. This should have been aired last week. What was Kushida waiting for?
Yeah.
$1 million championship match, Cameron Grimes versus LA Knight. If Grimes loses, he must be LA Knight's butler. I thought this was awesome. The chemistry between these two has been top-notch. LA Knight gets a little frustrated at the end, grabs his championship title. He tries to distract the ref, saying there's some stuff over there. The ref doesn't fall for it. Grabs the title, drops it in the ring as Grimes tries to roll up LA Knight, and LA Knight reverses that roll up into a roll up, and we go to the moon. We go to the full moon as we see Cameron Grimes' ass crack, which I won't show on here out of fear of being demonetized. Near fall. LA Knight reaches for the title and accidentally pushes it to the outside. Grimes with a stiff poison Rana that looked great. Near fall. And then LA Knight trips Grimes on the apron and then DDTs him on the outside to the championship belt. The ref gets to about 9 3/4 on his 10 count, and Grimes dives back in the ring. Great timing. But LA Knight finishes him with the BFT, dirty finish. Also on the True Heel Heat IG, 50% here, 50%. And the crowd ate this up, I thought. Fully behind Grimes. This match went 13-16. I thought the dirty finish is fine. Grimes beating the 10 count showed some grit. And of course, you could kiss his grits if you didn't know that. And LA Knight, after the match, bragging from the ramp, Hope you brought your plunger and cleaning products. I got some stuff for you to do. This should be very interesting going forward to see the vignettes of Grimes as the butler already on Twitter. To the broom. Well, not today. I called in sick. He tagged LA Knight, let him know he's not going to work the first day. Chris.
This is a good match. I really enjoyed it. The commercial break in the middle kind of took me out, but other than that, it was a good match. I can't complain. I'm perfectly fine with the dirty finish because now I'm looking forward to these vignettes that we're about to get. I could have did without seeing ass crack, but it is what it is, man. Accidents happen.
Ness.
Yeah, so Miro and Chucky T. Oh, I'm sorry, LA Knight and Cameron Grimes. Nah, I'll just decide. This was a great match. This was great. The full CWC crowd was definitely 100% behind Cameron Grimes. They just can't stand LA Knight. This is going to be great. Honestly, storyline wise, I really want Cameron Grimes to have the $1 Million Championship. I wanted it at Takeover in Your House. I wanted him to get it at Great American Bash. Storyline wise and character development wise, is going to be great for him to see him in this position, as far as being the Virgil to LA Knight. So it's going to add more depth to his character. So there's nothing wrong with that. We already know he has the character down packed. He can definitely go in the ring. It's just going to be another range of what he can do as far as his character. So I'm ready to see where these vignettes goes and how they play together off of one another, as far as, him being LA Knight's butler.
Raquel and Dakota are backstage with Mackenzie, who asks them who they think will win the NXT Women's Tag Title match. Raquel isn't happy about the question, and Dakota says she would be walking out Champ if not for Shotzi and Ember. She says Ember's a bug she's ready to squash, and they'll put Shotzi on the shelf again. And next up, we have the competitor reveal for the NXT Breakout Tournament. All the guys lined up on the ramp. And we can go through these guys one by one. Trey Baxter, who we've met before. And we have Carmelo Hayes, who I've taken a liking to. I'm kind of rooting for him.
I think I'll just throw that out there real quick. I think he's probably leading the most after that ruthless aggression thing they did with Adam Cole.
And if you know anything else about these guys, please let me know. Andre Chase.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Tall guy. He's got quite the haircut there.
What those?
Straight from North Carolina. Got high ring IQ, experience, execution. Josh Briggs, I've heard of this guy before. I seen him in Evolve. This is the guy that hurt his leg, right?
Holy shit! He cut his hair. He looks totally different now. Holy fuck!
6'8", 290 from Nothing, Arizona. Is that a real shit? What the hell is that?
I'm from Nothing, Arizona. Nothing having ass motherfucker. Oh man.
Then we have Ikemen Jiro, who we've also seen. This is the guy whose name they couldn't bother to say last time. I couldn't remember it. He was teaming with what's his name? The guy that just got released.
Doesn't matter.
Oh well, that's an awful long list. Fucking.
He's intangible. He's a high flyer. He's Japanese, and he has a handsome style.
Oh, okay.
Joe Gacy. I've heard of this guy before too.
This is the guy I'm kind of looking forward to, because he just looks like he beats the shit out of people. From what I see.
I mean, look at the nose ring, pal. Odyssey Jones. 6'5", 405 pounds. From New York. Well, or Southern Canada. Where's Coram, New York? I don't even know where that's at.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that before. So
it ain't a borough. It don't count.
Word.
And finally, we have Duke Hudson. Also a tall guy, 6'5", 270, Australian. Opportunist, cunning, suave.
Yeah. Sounds like an 80s porn star.
Oh, you just remind me. August Gray. That was the guy that got released because he looked like an 80s porn star.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Oh,
There you go. Yeah, with these porn star names.
Vince likes porn star names. They got us on filthy, pal.
So, guys, out of all those names, we don't know a lot about most of them. But who you picking? Who you putting your saddle on? What horse? I'm gonna go.
Who you gonna go with?
I'm gonna go with the tall guy, which is Josh Briggs. I think they need the next big guy monster to replace Bronson Reed, and he'll probably fit that bill. Ness?
I want to go with Trey Baxter solely because I'm a huge fan of his work, and I don't know, man. I think he might need this.
Chris?
I guess I'm gonna go with Carmelo Hayes. He looks like he's gotten the most shine.
This has absolutely nothing with you being a Knicks fan and his name being Carmelo, does
it? No. It has absolutely nothing.
By the way, guys, whatever happened to the guy that won the first breakout tournament? You remember him?
Oh shit, Miles Jordan, aka ACH, aka I think he retired.
Nah, he's still wrestling. He's in MLW.
Do you even want to win this tournament?
Well, none of these. Well, there's only 2 black guys in it, and I don't think they want blackface T-shirts, so that's not going to happen.
Taking a trip down memory lane. Next up, NXT Women's Tag Team Championship. Zoey Stark and Io Shirai versus The Way, Candice and Indi. And the cool thing about this is that Indi and Candice finally get to wrestle in their click gear from in your house. They didn't have a match. Io tags in. She goes for the moonsault, but Candice moves. And then Gargano escape. And Zoey comes in, and Indi takes her down and flies the silencer. Aww. Little nod to Dexter Loomis. Eventually, the lights go out on this match, and the battery is at 100%. Finally. Took long enough. And it's Tegan Nox, the shiniest wizard, in a size XXL flannel.
Like it's not hot as fucking Florida.
Candice, in shock and distracted, Io drop kicks Indi, who sends Candice flying out of the ring. Zoey Stark with her beautiful finisher on Indi for the win. Dirty finish. This is distraction, dirty.
Yeah.
And new tag team champions, Io Shirai, Zoey Stark, Tegan. Oh, by the way, 20% of you picked this upset. Tegan heads to the ring, beats Candice up afterwards. Candice escapes, Tegan chases, and the new champs celebrate. A lot to discuss here. The Tegan stuff first, not surprised. If you saw NX3 last week, we sort of hinted at that. And if you were let down by this return, that's on you. That's on you for not watching NX3 and not knowing beforehand. I thought the match was nice. The ending a bit much, very sports entertaining. Could have had a clean finish and done the Tegan thing next week or something. Or had the battery at 99% and just wait for
after the match.
Or after the match, even that, yeah. But whatever. It's good to have Tegan back, and you gotta pray. You gotta pray. Please stay healthy. Because those knees are well, Derrick Rose came back, maybe Tegan Nox can come back. Chris.
It's good to see Tegan Nox back. I like the match. Decent match. What ruined it for me was something that I don't think you missed it. I think we're gonna get into it after this. But we really didn't see it. It happened during the commercial break.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it kind of fucked up it messed up the rest of the match for me, honestly. Like it fucked up the whole match. But I'm not mad at the champions. I like the champions. I'm not mad at the title change. Yeah, I mean I enjoyed it other than what we're about to talk about in a few.
Ness, these are the 4th women's tag team champions.
You know, that's exactly what I was about to jump right into it.
Let me be CP3 for a second. Candice and Indi had the belts for 2 months, had 0 title defenses. A little strange, Zoey and Io just thrown together. And now the champs, they have potential for good matches with those two against anybody. I don't mind the title changing hands, just that the execution, let the execution be good. And this wasn't a good execution.
I agree. I totally agree with that. Even though my stupid ass picked Candice and Indi to retain, clearly that doesn't happen in the NXT Tag Team Women's Division. It's the fourth title change since what, March? Oh man, and the thing about it is the match was good. The match was very enjoyable. I liked it. Both teams had their different styles. The fact that I really wanted Indi and Candice to have at least one successful defense, that's out of the window now. And just like you said, the team of Zoey Starks and Io Shirai, who I'm a huge fan of both these ladies, so don't get me wrong. But again, this is a makeshift tag team. They were just thrown together and it's crazy because Tommaso Ciampa and fucking Timothy Thatcher have been teaming for months, then go after the tag titles. Io Shirai and fucking Zoey Starks have been teamed up for like a week or two. And just in their first tag title shot, they get the tag titles. I don't understand the logic behind this. I don't understand the booking behind it. And I'm trying to not let that affect how I feel about the match. Because again, I enjoyed the match. Mostly I enjoyed the match. But man, this is hot shotting with these women NXT tag titles is just ridiculous at this point.
But you can't be surprised at this point, man. This shit is we expect this shit. We should expect this shit at this point from them.
Yeah, look, I don't know why. I'm expecting them to actually have some sense in this shit. I don't know why.
During the commercial, Dexter Lumis came out and rescued, well, if you want to call it rescuing, she was pretty laid out. Indi Hartwell from the ring. Index lives. And look at Indi's face. Can't believe it. Now, Lumis was missing for a few weeks, and it makes you wonder where he was at. He doesn't strike me as the type to get his vaccine. You know what I mean?
He no-sold the shots.
Chris, what?
While he was getting his shit, it was just...
Chris, why did this bother you?
Because, I mean, this was such a good storyline, right? This guy disappears for weeks, which is cool. But when he comes back, it's during a commercial break. There's no impact. There's fucking poor execution. It's just, it was a good story. Why can't you? I mean, once again, we should expect this. Fucking up a good story and not letting it play out in a good way. It's whatever.
What has happened for the way now? They lost the tag titles. So now, she's clearly more concerned about Dexter than she is Candice LeRae and the rest of the group. So does she stray the way? Yeah.
This motherfucker spitting.
Oof.
Which is more than I can say for what's coming up next. It's the NXT North American Championship Cypher from Hit Row. And since this isn't wrestling, this is rapping, I'm gonna have to judge this like I am Simon Cowell. Put my music, take off my wrestling hat, put my musical expert hat on. Beat that. Started it off. And this wasn't PG one bit.
At all.
Oh, I fucking loved every second of it.
I did too.
You could see the parents and the crowd. They're covering Izzy's ears. Don't listen to this, sweetheart. Top Dollar is next. They change the beat, and he takes us straight to the hood. He raps about guns and death.
He said they were moving packs on NXT. Jesus,
he wanted to say nigga so bad, and he couldn't.
That would have been a Booker T moment. Well, I'll tell you one guy I was feeling it. Wade Barrett was bopping his head. Like, yeah, I know about the street.
He definitely was feeling that shit. That caught me off guard.
Me personally, Top Dollar's delivery wasn't really on beats. He gets a no from me. Swerve goes next and goes full Busta Rhymes, like a poor man's Busta Rhymes.
Yeah,
really, really fast.
He's busted rhymes.
Oh my god! Oh shit!
Then they all perform their hit row entrance music, and everyone is just ad-libbing really loud over B-Fab. You can hardly hear her. It's worse than Funk Master Flex. Funk Master Flex night. Funk Master Flex night. Blowing the bomb up. Top Dollar and Swerve, they've wrapped their verses. This goes very long. I timed it at 6 minutes, 12 seconds. I thought you should have done the cypher or the entrance music, but definitely not both back to back. They even cut them right off at the end to show their video package for the main event. I know a lot of people love this, mostly white people from what I noticed. I bet a lot of people didn't like this. I didn't think this cypher was all that strong, but you know what is stronger than this cypher? That's family. And that's exactly what Hit Row is. They're a family, and it came across like a family, and that's good for them. Good for them.
Oh shit.
Chris, your thoughts on all this?
You know what? I actually liked the attempt at what they were trying to do, but I knew they wasn't going to pull it off. First of all, you can't get all crazy on national television and rap the way you want to, so it was going to come off awkward. I think B-Fab was great, but other than that, I mean, Swerve was cool. He got a nice flow, but Ashanti Adonis as DJ, you gotta change your beats up, bro. Your beats are trash. I don't know.
And those are his beats too, I think.
Really?
Like he's legit the producer. Like he produces, like he makes beats.
I mean, they're not terrible, but I mean, they're not my style. And then Top Dollar was all right. I mean, everybody, a lot of people overhyped this shit. Like, it was the greatest segment in NXT. Like, all right, calm the fuck down, take some Ambien, put a little melatonin in your orange, and chill for a little bit.
Oh shit!
Ness, your thoughts?
All right, so I'm gonna be completely honest. I definitely went into this expecting this to be so much better than what it was. B-Fab definitely, she did her thing, honestly. But she was like, yeah, he think I'm up north, or I'm from up north, he think I'm down south, and she went down south. I was like, yeah, I'm thinking down south too. So I was like,
that little kid in the meme. I was like,
yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm feeling that. And then, Top Dollar, like I had to, from Top Dollar and Swerve, I had to like really listen to them and watch their shit again, because I wasn't feeling neither one of their performances at first. Top Dollar, again, me personally, I think he did all right. I know a lot of rappers that kind of rap that style and the flow he had. So like it really didn't bother me that he wasn't like strictly on point like how B-Fab was. And then like the shit he was rapping about, that you can't do that shit in fucking an arena full of white people. They're all like clutching onto their kids, holding on to their purses, thinking they're about to get jacked and all types of shit like that. Like they didn't know what to expect, And then like Swerve, like you said, a poor man's Busta Rhymes, and I like Swerve too. And he makes decent music. That wasn't it at all. I think he should have just did something completely different. Honestly, on B-Fab's not actual, like her actual Instagram, I think her name's like Brianna Brandy or Brandy Brianna, one or the other. They have a song that her and Top Dollar did, and that shit is fire. It's called Pin 'em, like 1, 2, 3, Pin 'em. That shit is dope. Like I don't know why they didn't just, I guess because Swerve wasn't on it. They should have just performed their entrance theme, and that would have been it. The cypher thing, really, at first, it took me too long and too many watches to be like, all right, this is, I feel this now. But when I've watched that first song, I'm like, shit, this is hot. Off of one watch. So I don't know. I think this might be the grand opening, grand closing of NXT ciphers. and I wouldn't be mad at that, honestly. But shout out B-Fat. She definitely did a thing. And I like Top Dollar too. I think Swerve should have just, he could have slowed down his flow. But all in all, I'll give them their props for doing something different, because that's not something we've seen in NXT. We had a rap battle on the main roster, which maybe they might try to pull that off somehow. Who knows? But just a little bit more tact next time.
I'll tell you one guy who is rolling in his grave at this segment, and that's Kurt Hennig.
Oh my God.
The West Texas Redneck.
Crap is crap.
Oh my God. Oh shit.
I hate rap.
It's crazy because a lot of the people that are watching this episode and seeing that don't even know shit about that. They don't know nothing about the West Texas Rednecks.
True Rewind. One day. We'll
the Rap is Crap tour.
99. All right, main event time. Adam Cole, baby, versus Kyle O'Reilly 2. During this match, Cole gets pissed off. Yells, "I'm better than you, O'Reilly. Always have been." Then says Kyle's a disappointment to himself and his stupid wife, which fires Kyle up. Towards the end, Cole with a Panama Sunrise on the floor. Cole rolls in O'Reilly. O'Reilly's foot is on the ropes. Kyle counters the last shot. Kyle up top goes for the big knee, but Cole moves. And then a last shot for a great near fall. Kyle O'Reilly then counters a few more Panama Sunrises, but finally, Cole with a Panama Sunrise, and then the last shot for the pin in 24:01. Oh my God, look at the ref's face.
Holy shit.
That was my face on 4th of July after all those burgers.
This match went 24 minutes, 1 second. 75% of you picked Adam Cole correctly. I thought this was awesome. I don't think it hurts Kyle O'Reilly. I think they made him look strong as fuck at the end. And it sets up a trilogy match. Who doesn't love a trilogy match? I don't know what you do for that one. Their first match should have been the third match.
Yeah, honestly. Unless they have it like in a cage.
Oh, not a cage. I probably like the first match a bit more, but this was great too. Just a different style and half the time. What did you think, Ness?
Yeah, I agree. Their first match went a little bit too long. It was like, 40 minutes or so. Definitely half the time of that. They got their shit in. They used their time wisely. They didn't have to drag the match out, do all bunch of extra shit. Again, I agree that Kyle looks strong in this loss. It took 2 Panama Sunrises and then a couple last shots to put him out. So, like you said, where do they go from here? I don't feel like it's over. This doesn't feel like it was a blow-off match, at all. So,
Right.
yeah, I just want to see where they go from here.
Chris? We lose Chris? Well, I skipped something. Let me go over that while we wait for Chris. And that is Toni Storm backstage, not happy that she's not getting a title shot anytime soon. She says that Raquel fears her. And when asked about Saray's challenge from last week, she says it's cute, but she's not on Tony's level and says no. Toni Storm and Saray coming up soon, I guess.
Yeah, I'm ready for that too, because they're both former Stardom, Joshi Pro talent, so they definitely have that style. They pretty much will have a great match just based off that, in my opinion. They both have that similar style, and hey, I'm ready to see it. Toni Storm. I'm ready to see Toni Storm for one. Hopefully she's not in pants again. You know, nobody take offense to that. I'm a heterosexual male. And like, look, again, they're just both just great in-ring talent. So I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have my expectations so high, but it's kind of hard when you got both of these great in-ring talents, so you know what they can do, so you expect a little bit more out of them, and I hope that the match just delivers.
Chris, welcome back. Your thoughts on Cole O'Reilly 2?
I enjoyed it just as much as the first one, to be honest, and it was because it was different. Half the time they still got their shit in. It still felt important. I think we all kind of knew Cole was gonna win, but now I'm looking forward to the third match, even though the first one should have been the third one. But I think the only way they can do this third match is if it's for the championship, honestly. Because other than that, it's like, where do you go from here? I don't want to see him in a cage. They're not gonna have a Hell in a Cell match. It makes no sense to put him in a fight pit. They already had an unsanctioned match, so what's a street fight? I mean,
Ironically, it's ironic that you said they're not going to do a Hell in a Cell, but not saying that I think they will. But Cole was interviewed. I forgot who it was, who was by, but he said he would like to do a Hell in a Cell with Kyle. So, I mean,
they love doing Hell in a Cell matches that don't fit the feud. This one would fit.
It will, but I don't see them.
I mean, I don't see it happening. Not in NXT, but who knows?
Let's take a look at our Great American Bash picks. I was 3-1, Chris 2-2, Ness was horrific.
Oh man, yeah, it was terrible. I only got one. I got the main event right. That was it.
And the total NX3 picks, I'm at the top, 19-6. Chris is second, and Ness is all of a sudden. Then how quick the mighty fall. It was all good a couple weeks ago.
It was. The South shall rise again.
Oh man, relax there, Kurt Hennig. You got a chance to make up ground here. The breakout tournament begins next week. You got to start guessing on people you have no idea who they are.
Oh fuck, man! I'm really gonna lose this shit.
I'm gonna go with Jiro, Ikemen Jiro, with the upset. I don't know. He seems like a babyface. They could maybe they need some baby faces going further into further rounds. That's my reasoning.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jiro too. He got a nice little pop when they introduced him, so I think people know about him.
This is probably going to give me more losses, but I'm going to go with Duke Hudson. I don't know why. I'm just going to pick Duke Hudson.
Would you like to look at his bio again to confirm if this is the guy you want to stick with? 6'5", 270, Australian. Are you
He's 6'5". He's 6'5". That's all I need.
He should destroy. This guy's 5'9".
Exactly. He's 6'5". That's all. What? You're 6 what? Let's get him up, buddy.
Put him over, pal. And then this, with Samoa Joe as the referee, the NXT Championship, big match here. They got Scarlett in the promo, so hopefully she's there. And I gotta go. I gotta go with what I'm hearing, the rumors. Gargano with the upset. I guess Kross is gone. I don't know. I assume Joe's gonna have something to do with this, and it'll be dirty. Ness.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I think Gargano, something's gonna happen, definitely. I want to say Gargano does something. Joe thinks it's Kross, or something's gonna happen, and that's gonna be the deciding factor in this match. That's gonna lead to Johnny Gargano getting a second NXT title run.
Chris, who you got?
I think Joe chokes both of them out, but I'm gonna go with Gargano.
Unanimous. Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, back. Remember those? 30 days when NXT was glorious, the Promised Land. It's coming back. It's coming back. 2 dirty finishes on a 4-match card. That's bad.
Yeah.
Match of the night: Kyle O'Reilly. Unanimous. My MVPs are Adam Cole and LA Knights. Big night for them both. Chris?
I'm gonna have to go with Tegan Nox coming back after another ACL surgery. So hopefully she stays healthy this time.
Ness?
I'm gonna go with MSK. They retained the titles and they gained the respect from Timothy Thatcher and Tommaso Ciampa.
But not the fans.
Not the fans.
Jabroni of the night, it hurts me as much as it's probably going to hurt him. Cameron Grimes.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Hit Row.
No. I mean, I didn't like that, but it does make them look more like stars, taken more seriously. You know, so I'll give them that much. See, it's not all hate. I mean, don't call me a hater. I know you out there thinking, oh, Romeo's a hater. He just doesn't like rap. I like rap. The best rap song is Cameron Grimes' entrance music. And they fired that guy. Chris, who's your jabroni?
WWE for firing that guy. No, yeah, I guess it's going to be Cameron Grimes, right? He's going to be a butler. He did call in sick in his first day.
From the moon to the boom. Ness?
Man, I got to make it unanimous. That's the only person that like took a loss, and that loss is going to mean like something major after the fact. Like, even though Indi and Candice, they lost the tag titles, but you know they can always get a rematch or some shit like that. Ain't no rematching out of being a butler.
We'll put our thumbs out, and 3, 2, 1 will be thumbs up or thumbs down for the Great American Bash 2021. 3, 2, 1. Unanimous thumbs up, and that's also what you guys did in the True Heels Facebook group. You gave this show a unanimous thumbs up. So on the NX3 scoreboard, NXT has gone 11 weeks with a thumbs up, 0 with a thumbs down, and 2 with the thumbs in the middle between the three of us, our guests, and the True Heels voting in the Facebook group. The rating, I don't have it. It's delayed due to the 4th of July holiday. Nas, where can everyone find you?
You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at skinny__Kravitz. Right here on the True Heel Heat YouTube channel. Catch me on Fusion of Honor with my man, the Stat King, the man of 1,004 numbers, where we review MLW Fusion and Ring of Honor. Catch me on Blunt Impact and Joints of Jabronis with my man, Chris G. We review Impact Wrestling and we puff smoky. You can always catch me on NX3 with, once again, Chris G and RAC, where we review NXT. See, they should have put me in the cypher. What the fuck? Roundtable Rebel, catch me on the roundtables, and True Toxicity whenever that's a thing again.
Chris G, where can everyone find you?
You can find me at True Hill Chris G on Twitter and Instagram. Of course, right here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. Blunt Impact, NX3, Joints and Jabronis. That's where you catch me. And True Toxicity, of course, when it comes back.
And you can find me, the Pride of NY, on Twitter and Instagram, right here on the True Heel Heat YouTube channel. Check out Rated Raw Superstars. Every Monday night, we go live after the show. Me, Drunk Guy JJ. This past week, we had Ness as a great guest, and that was a lot of fun. We had a lot of laughs. Even if you don't watch Raw, watch us. We'll break it down. We'll laugh. And you could just poke fun at our misery. That's your thing.
Because I was miserable watching that shit, but it was so much better when I got to review it with Drunk Guy and Romeo Anthony Colon. They make it so much worth watching. Just watch them. Just watch their show. Don't watch Raw. Just watch their show. So
that is going to do it for NX3 number 13, the Great American Bash 2021. Please like this video. Share this video. Leave a comment. Let us know what you thought. For Ness, for Chris G, I'm Romeo. Thank you for watching NX3. We will see you next week.
Peace.